They don't both say Malachi Tony. So I'm gonna take that away.
Malachi and Mark.
Yeah, we got Malachi and Mark Fletcher, so you can't pick one of them. Welcome back to another episode of Talking Sports with your boy DP, man. How y'all feeling out there, ladies and gentlemen, man? I got my gang in here with me, man. Y'all fella introduce yourself, man. Go ahead, Brady.
Yes, sir. Brady, a.k.a. the Portal Guy, man. You know what it is. And little stream shot for y'all. I've changed my name on YouTube. It's going to be at Underground Canes TV. So find me on YouTube there, man. We've got shows coming in the future for this season. And you can also catch me on TikTok with Brady with a cross symbol with the U logo and hashtag TDG.
Yeah, real now, Dusty.
Same thing, man. I'm on the TikTok, man. TDG Dusty, come right up. Y'all know what to do.
And my boy in the truck right now, but let him know what it is, Chubbs.
Man, it's Truckin' Chubbs, man. Y'all know what's up, man. Truckin' Chubbs, man. God is good all the time, man. Out here getting on the grind.
Womp.
Hear the horn? Let's see if you can hear it. Can you hear it? Let me see.
Hey, that real now, man. And before we get started, man, I gotta give a shout out to my boys, man. Mr. JB Waynes and things, man, in Palaca, Florida, man. 386-866-9464, man. They got some of the best wings in the state of Florida, man. They do travel. Sometimes they be in St. Augustine, Jacksonville, Orlando. You might catch them in South Florida. They be in Gainesville, 2-week-old Gator country. But hit my boys up. Download the app to find out the location, man. Shout out to the guys, man. But we're here today because we got some football this up-and-coming weekend, man. And we're going to talk about, a few games that I want to talk about, man. So first thing first, we're going to get into the first game, we're going to talk about. And that's old TCU versus North Carolina, man. So I want to get y'all thoughts on about these games. I got a few notes here, you feel me? They got TCU as a 9.5-point favorite. Game starting at 12 o'clock Eastern time in Dublin, Ireland. So how you feeling, fella? How y'all feeling about this game, man?
Man, TCU, right? They got a more reliable coaching staff, right? Because I think his son, Belichick's son, Ryan Belichick, I believe he had to leave for medical reasons. So yeah. I know they're missing him. Lombardi got suspended indefinitely. So that's another guy that's gone from that program. And then and they've been rebuilding. He in the process of rebuilding right now. So I'm looking at TCU to go ahead and pull away with this victory, man. Make this a no contest. It's a revenge game. I get it. North Carolina probably going to come out with some fire underneath them, a whole bunch. But, hey, TCU, Sonny Dykes, and that staff over there, man, they just a little bit more stable and a little bit safer pick for me in this matchup here.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you, bro. North Carolina couldn't get together last year, and I don't think this year can be much of a big difference. I'm just curious. I don't know how y'all feel about that new QB coming in. I can't remember his name. I think it's his last name's Craig, Jaden Craig. Could be wrong, but Jaden Craig.
Yeah,
So
Jaden Craig coming from
yeah,
Harvard.
Harvard. So how's he gonna do? No one knows. He can come out there and actually drop the ball, but I'm agree with Chubbs. I think I got TCU, but not by 9. I think it'll be a closer game. That's a fact.
How you feeling, Brady?
Quick, fast, and in a hurry, man. Bill. I don't know what you got going on over there in Chapel Hill, but this isn't the Mac Brown era. This isn't the NFL, and you definitely ain't got no Tom Brady at quarterback, brother. Hey, I've got to disagree with Dusty on the final pick on that one, but I've got TCU, but I'm going by at least 15.
Oh, by 15? Man,
I think this is not going to be close.
I feel like it may be a little closer than last year. Now, I don't have that much confidence in the weapons that North Carolina bringing to the table, but I do have to say they got a new offensive coordinator, Bobby Petrino, and historically, Bobby Petrino teams and offenses usually average 32 to 37 points per game. Now, what they're going to do with that, I don't know. They, depending a lot on returning wide receiver Jordan Shipp. Last year he had 60 receptions, 671 receiving yards, 6 TDs, 11.2 yards per catch last season. And they got a Mason Humphrey transfer from Lehigh University, feeling pretty solid wide receiver. So they got a few pieces to work with. Billy Edwards Jr., though, named the starting quarterback. I don't know how much confidence I got in that young man, you feel me? I feel like the quarterback they had from last year was a little better. The guy that transferred to Wake Forest, I think his name is Lopez last name.
Gio Lopez.
Gio Lopez. I just think he was in a bad situation last year. But then too, I got to talk about the positives with TCU, man. I've been hearing that they're bringing one of the deepest offensive line and defensive lines since their 2022 national championship run. Now that is to be seen. This is what the coach is saying. They got confidence like that, but we don't know. And TCU also bringing back leading wide receiver Jordan Dreyer. Last season he had 54 receptions, 730 yards, 7 TDs, and an average catch of 13.5 yards. Pretty good year. And the year before that, he was a 1,000-yard wide receiver. And they got new OC Gordon Simmons will install a motion-heavy pro-style scheme, so that's gonna look real good. And like my boy Dusty say, Jaden Craig is an interesting young man because he was balling at Harvard. I can't take it from him, man. Last season at Harvard, he had 2,869 passing yards, 25 TDs, and a 60% completion percentage in the last 2 seasons at Harvard. You feel me? So the boy been balling, and they won 9 games last season. I feel like they had a pretty decent record the year before that. Now the negatives from the squad, I feel like Chubb said earlier, the controversy between that safety that got kicked off the team. I think he got into a fight. I feel like it's a little bit of culture issues going on at the program, man. I heard he was telling the coaches, man, hey man, they steady bothering me. This, that, and the third. I need y'all to say something to these guys. They ain't say nothing, and you feel me? That boy whooped him to a pope. You feel me? So,
Yeah.
But like y'all was saying, I do have TCU winning this game, man. I don't see UNC being able to do too much, but I feel like they do want some vengeance from last year because it was a 48-14 debacle last season when they got whooped by TCU. So I feel like North Carolina, they're going to want to do a little bit more as far as Bill Belichick, but how much, I'm not so sure, man. Y'all got any other takes on this game, man?
I do gotta say that TCU did buff up their O-line that was already pretty decent. So I do gotta like you did talk about the trenches, but the O-line itself, I think is gonna, if they're gonna carry this season out with a positive record, that O-line's gonna carry them to it.
Yeah, you're right. And North Carolina lost some top linebackers. What you were saying, my boy Chubb?
Kendall Browse, that offensive coordinator, been doing a good job, and that has been going unnoticed. And I was just about to talk about that O line over there. They bolstered that thing up, Kendall Browse. Um, I don't know, man, TCU, but that's what I just wanted to talk about. I wanted to piggyback off what he said because I was just about to talk about that with Kendall Browse. That's the offensive coordinator's name over there. I might be pronouncing it wrong though. Don't get on me. I know I'm
Nah,
very good with names.
they got a new OC now, Gordon Sammis. I think that's how you
Oh,
pronounce his name.
Sammy's. Oh,
Sammis.
see, okay.
Yeah, they bringing in a motion heavy pro style scheme.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fellas.
Nah, but that O line's gonna carry them to at least 7 wins, I think, this year.
Yeah, and they saying they liking that D line too, man. If they would have had that safety, because I heard the secondary is still pretty good, even though they did kick off the safety that was on there. I can't think of it, the young man name, but he had a lot of production the year prior.
Oh, didn't he transfer or no? He stayed.
Yeah, now he transferred from another school, the Zach school. Don't make me lie to you. Because I don't 100% know the exact school he transferred from, but they don't kick the man off the team, you feel me, because of the disruption that happened, you feel me. I guess the teammates that was on the team, you feel me, the year prior wasn't too much digging it or feeling them.
I take it with a grain of salt, DP, because I mean every
Grain of
team's
salt.
having that issue right now. They kick it off games.
Oh no, they don't kick them off. They say whoever was messing with them, he beat them so bad that they had to get the laws involved. Yeah, so yeah, Dusty, they had to get the laws involved, man. They kicked the young man off the team, dog. So it's rather unfortunate, man. I don't know.
That's a little different. Now that you that is a little different. Because I was gonna say like Texas, all these teams are releasing a player or two, whatever, but I don't think they got a cop pulling up to the field, resting the dude in their pads.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, it was serious, dog. Any remarks on Brady?
He's working on his mic.
Oh, you working on your mic, Brady? We can't hear you, my boy.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Chubb. We done lost Brady voice.
Oh man,
we can't hear you, Brady. We can't hear you. He was rolling for a second.
I don't know what happened.
What game we on? We still on TCU?
Yeah, we finna. You got any remarks on it? We're finna go to the next game. Unless you had any other remarks on it.
Oh no, we good.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Perfect.
There we go.
There we
Got
go.
any last remarks, Brady?
Not really. I do like the fact that they brought in this new QB from Harvard with North Carolina. So kind of like y'all said, it's not, we got to see what it is about this guy first when it comes to this type of defensive talent when you're coming in to like big schools like this, because this isn't going to be no Ivy League defenses. So I'm still going to go with my pick though. I fully believe in TCU. And
DP, what you think the margin is?
I definitely think they can get that 9.5. I feel like they can win by like how close to what Brady say about 2 touchdowns. Honestly, now I don't think it's gonna be no 48-14 just because of Bobby Petrino, man. He gonna have that offense put some kind of points on the board. I feel like he's gonna be able to get something out of the offense. But at the same time, I don't got that much confidence in the quarterback. Feel me? That my boy, he coming from a lower school, the Edwards.
He came from a. I don't know if it's FCS, but it's not.
I think
it's
you're
definitely
right.
not FBS. I don't think it's FBS football.
No, I think you're right. I think it's FCS.
Yeah, that's why I don't got too much confidence.
Steve is gonna be a problem. That's what I'm thinking. Losing Steve Belichick, just the way that they did. That just happened like a month ago, a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah. So now you gotta have a whole different game plan coming in.
Right.
But one can say though, Bill Belichick is a defensive-minded coach. Now, this ain't the NFL. You might not have the same caliber of players, but them Patriots defenses was pretty decent, even though you had that man with the plan, Tom Brady.
Correct. You're right about it. You're right.
But like you said, Chubb, I don't trust it. Even though I said that, Chubb, I still don't trust it, man. I think, I think North Carolina's gonna go out there At least lose by 2 tuggies, man. It could be like how it was last year, man. Because last year, all I was hearing was the 33rd NFL team, this, that, and the third. I'm talking about sold out Chapel Hill. You feel me? They was in the building with it. Just for them boys to go out there and get shellac them.
Dismantle.
It wasn't
Mangled.
impressive, but then they also have like 30 plus, 40 plus people coming out of the transfer portal to them.
Yeah, that was
That
last
team
year.
had
Yeah.
no that it had no like what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, like they wasn't together. You just had how many people just come in at one time from different schools wanting the starting position? Oh yeah.
It's probably
Yeah.
similar, a little bit similar. But let's get into the afternoon game, man. We got North Carolina State versus Virginia at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time. They going to UVA with it, man. UVA they got a -4.5 point favorite, man. So listen, this is one of the games that was harder for me to pick, man. So I really do want to get some of y'all takes on this game, man.
I think this is where the continuity mattered in this game. Dave Duran,
Mhm.
you know, he been through almost every situation that you could put him in at North Carolina State. And then you got Virginia, Tony Elliott. He come from that Clemson championship coaching tree. You feel me? So, like, but he's had to build his own identity as a head coach. I think this matchup, when we looking at this one, it's become like less about the scheme and more about what staff makes the better halftime adjustments in this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if Virginia lose, if Virginia about to lose this game, dog, I think it's gonna be questionable late, and decisions gonna be mattering in this game. It's gonna come down to that coaching in this game. Elliott is definitely going to take the heat, but look, y'all know where I'm at with it. I think this is a very close game. I think this is a pick 'em. Like a lot of these week 0 games is, let's look at this like whose roster looks better on paper right now? Which one do I like more, right? And
Yeah.
I like CJ Bailey and what he's cooking up, and I think he got to prove himself, and I think he is going to prove himself. So in this matchup, I'm going to give the slight edge to North Carolina State, and I'm going to roll with them.
Yeah, I like
I ain't
that
mad.
too.
I ain't mad at that. How you
I'm
feeling, Dusty? Talk to us.
gonna say the same way just because we got two of our guys. I'm not trying to be biased, but we got two of our guys over there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Chance. And that's the
JoJo
thing, man.
Trader and
Chance
what's
Robinson. Oh yeah,
Popo.
and Chance Robinson over there too.
Yep.
So, but other than that, like for real, Virginia lost their starting QB if I'm not mistaken. They lost a couple.
Yep.
This is on defense, but they did go in the portal and replace that. They got Bo Pribula. They got
Eli Holstein from
Brandon
Pittsburgh.
Hillman from Michigan. Like there's names out there that they came in and got, but I just believe CJ Bailey under that second or third year, he's just gonna flourish, and he's gonna be airing it out a lot. So I'm gonna give that to NC State, but I don't know what is the margin on it on gambling.
I don't know about I know ESPN got Virginia as -4.5 point favorite. So
it's actually down to 4 now.
I'm
taking NC State on that all day long.
How you feeling, Brady?
This is an interesting matchup, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just by the way, what UVA was a couple of years ago to what they did last year, making it all the way to the ACC title game, and unlike another team, Virginia earned their way to the ACC title game last year.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think, and also with NC State's one of those teams that can come out of the blue on you. They're just one of those teams that can shake up an ACC standings. I believe I've got more faith in CJ Bailey than I do with Pribula. Even after Pribula's injury last year at Missouri that took him out for the whole year. I have more faith in CJ Bailey with his legs and then getting the ball to either JoJo or a couple of their other wideouts. And their defense is normally stout at NC State. So I'm gonna give like they did. I'm gonna give the edge to NC State, but I'm gonna take NC State by 3 in
By
this game.
3.
Mm.
Yeah, it could, like you say, Brady, it could be a toss up, man. But I got
What
a
was
few
it?
notes.
What was
Go
the
ahead,
injury?
Dustin.
I'm sorry. I just want to. What was the injury? I didn't look back onto that.
Previous injury was an ACL tear.
ACL, and he's a running quarterback. So,
Yeah,
Yep.
it's interesting.
oof.
But
Let's
I
see.
got a
Let's
little
see.
confidence in Eli Holstein, man. He looked a little decent at Pittsburgh, so they backup ain't too shabby. But I got a few positives and a few negatives for both teams, man. One of the main positives I like for Virginia, though, and y'all know I love them trenches. They are bringing back beautiful offensive line experience with projected starting lineup returning nearly over 11,000 combined career snaps. Now that's a lot of experience. Yeah, that's a lot of
Yes, sir.
experience for your offensive line to have. Then you got Tony Elliott coming off of ACC Coach of the Year honors in the deep running back room. Now I like what I seen when he had that boy Taylor. You feel me? That boy was nasty. Now he bringing in another running back from MTSU. Mikhail Middlebrook had 140 carries last year, 752 yards, 4 TDs, 5.4 yards per carry. And he got another guy coming, Peyton Lewis from Tennessee, that had 7 touchdowns last season.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the defense, they bringing in a lot of depth, you feel me, adding some sack producers like Jacob Holmes that have 11 and a half career sacks and Samez Moore with 16 career sacks, you feel me? But, the quarterback battle, that's going to be interesting. But, the concerns I kind of got for Virginia is a lot of the games that they won last season, even though they won 11 games, they were nail biters, you feel me? They were close games, you feel me? It could have went this way or that way, you feel me? And they lost defensive lineman Zion Wilson, and they bringing in the 78th ranked recruiting class. But far as North Carolina, like y'all say, my boy CJ Bailey, man, I feel like he's going to have a big year this year because he's slowly progressing each and every season, getting better and better and better. And I love that South Florida talent, man. I got to give South Florida that credit. He had 3,105 passing yards last season, 31 TDs coming off a 69% completion percentage last season. And they bringing in Duke Scott running back, you feel me? He was doing his thing, 5.6 yards per carry last year. And they also featuring 36 former 4-star recruits on their roster this year. And a key addition in safety King Matt with 56 tackles last year and 1.5 sacks in the INT. And it's the second year for DJ Elliott, you feel me? So it's nice. But the negative I got to throw out there is they have a huge roster turnover with 50 new coming players in there. Now, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. They got 50 new pieces coming in there, so we don't know. It could help them out or it could hurt them. But I know some of them pieces that they got from the University of Miami, they some dogs. I know JoJo Trader a dog. I know Chance Robinson a dog. And I know Popo Aguirre. I wish he would have stayed. And they've been raving about Popo Aguirre. But what I have been hearing, they got a questionable offensive line, so they're going to have to protect CJ Bailey. And special teams is very weak for North Carolina. Last year, they had one of the weakest special team units, ranking 122nd in the nation when it comes to punt return yardage allowed, and 117 in the nation when it comes to kick return yardage allowed. So this game is a toss-up. And I know y'all picked North Carolina State, but just a simple fact, I like these trenches, and I like Tony Elliott as a coach. I'm going to go with Tony Elliott, but I'm going to say it's going to be a 3-point to a touchdown victory for Virginia. Mm-hmm. So we got y'all rocking with NC State, and I guess I got Virginia on my own, man. I ain't mad at that, man. But
dang, you the Kirk Herbstreit of the show, aren't you? You're trying to save the
board. He's by himself over there.
He's saving the board.
I had to go to my Kirk Herbstreit bag on them one time, man. And we got a victim for Miami on this slate right here, but we got to talk about their first game. We get to see how they look a little piece. We got Hawaii going to Stanford, California, man. 7 p.m. Eastern time. Stanford is at home, so this is gonna be a late game. You feel me? We're gonna be up late watching this, and we still have to watch this. But they also have Stanford as -4, man. So they got Stanford possibly winning by 4. Now, me personally, I don't like it, but I do want to hear what y'all guys got.
Man. Their coaching staff has just going through so much transition. I had to catch my breath and say, man, on that part. But I think it just it's interesting, right? Because you got Timmy Chang, and then you got because that's their new head coach. I think he used to play quarterback. They quarterback. Didn't he used to play quarterback for the
He
Colts?
used to
Hmm.
play on quarterback for
Hmm.
them. Timmy Chang, he in his fifth
Okay.
year, I think,
So
coaching with the team.
I think he know the program. They stable. You know what I mean. Hawaii look good, and they could look good offensively. And Stanford, they just still adjusting to another coaching transition that they going through. So Hawaii could be a have legitimate like continuity, right? They could have that chemistry, that advantage on the road, but then Stanford, they play late and they don't normally wake up till mid-season, that team, for some reason. I don't know what it is with Stanford, why they always get rolling late and they may try to get an upset. But this is about to sound crazy. And I know all of y'all going, I think I'm going to be alone with this pick, but I want to go with Hawaii in this one to upset Stanford.
Well, Chubb, you might not be as long as you think. but let's get it, Dusty. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling the same. I ain't gonna lie. You might be together with all of us. I don't know. Depends on Brady here now. But
Mm.
I do gotta say, like, Stanford, the best group they got on their offense is their offensive line. And as a Hurricane fan, that's what I'm gonna be watching while I'm
Hmm.
like watching that game because obviously we playing them. But the best thing they got is that offensive line. But I just don't think Stanford's defense can keep up with the high passing scheme that White runs. So I mean, they might have gotten some dudes in the portal. I believe they got a QB that he also had a tear in his ACL. I can't remember his name, but
Quarterback,
yeah,
Davis
Davis.
Warren.
Yeah, Davis Warren. He tore his ACL, so we'll see how he sat out a year after that. So this guy hasn't played football in a little while. So I mean, except for spring and training, I, it's hard for me to say Stanford. I think I got Hawaii with a touchdown
And
minimum.
it was a pretty competitive game between the two last season, man. I'm not gonna cap, man. Hawaii had beat them 23-20, and they came to Hawaii that game, man. But yeah, with Stanford, man, I will say they bringing back in a pretty decent linebacker in Matt Rose. If he made 106 tackles last season, and then they
Mhm.
got running back Makai Ford. Makai Ford. He returned with a 4.4 yards per carry average, and they got a promising receiver room. They're very happy with Yale transfer Nico Brown. Last year, Nico Brown had 71 receptions, 1,085 receiving yards, and 11 touchdowns, 15.3 yards per catch in 2025. But like you say, the QB Davis Warren, man, kind of worried me because he missed a lot of action coming back off of ACL tear. That O line gonna definitely have to protect them. But the negatives, man, is they were listed as one of the worst teams in the country, alongside of Boston College and Purdue. And
Mm.
even though it's a home game, they got 11 consecutive road game losses, even though they're at home. But all they know is L's right now, man.
It makes the ACC look bad, bro.
Yes, make the
It,
ACC look horrible,
it
man.
makes it
And
look so bad.
the,
We down there with Purdue. Like,
Purdue,
come on, man.
how you feeling, Brady?
Peru.
Um, this this is another interesting game to me because I know it's kind of like a low tier football game with both of these squads. But these teams also played last year.
Yeah,
Hawaii
it's
did win
competitive.
23-20.
Mm-hmm.
They did play in Hawaii. I was looking up the stats for it because, of course, I couldn't remember. But Hawaii outgained them in yards only by 20 yards. Hawaii's defense held Stanford to 286 total yards in the entire game.
Hmm.
Um, while Hawaii had 306, but it was only 210 passing. So with this high fly attack that Hawaii has all the time with this, I guess you would call it air raid offense that they normally have. I don't know. This one's kind of hard for me to pick because, like you said in the prior games, DP, the trenches is what wins ball games.
Yeah.
And I think Stanford's got the edge on the trenches part. It's just how good is deep in the game is Stanford going to be able to hold up on defense?
Yeah, that's the big question.
Stanford had the lead last year with 2 minutes left, and they gave back-to-back field goals within 2 minutes for Hawaii to win the game. So I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to give Stanford this victory. But the only reason I pick Stanford is because they are at home. So,
all
right. And you got the
Brady, and Brady, to that point, Timmy Chang does struggle on the road with a career record of 22-29 when it comes to Hawaii being on the road. But I'm still loving this Hawaii's offense. Last year, they averaged nearly 400 total yards per game, 29 points per game. And they're bringing back the same system with, few of the players that they already had. And I'm hearing DC Dennis Thorman has remarkably elevated the unit's performance and toughness on the other side of the ball. And, the quarterback, I'm liking the quarterback. Now, it's hard for me to pronounce some of these Hawaiian players' names, but I think his name Makai Dejo. If I pronounce that right.
You probably said it wrong.
You feel me? I probably didn't say it wrong. But my boy had a 66% completion percentage last year, 3,100 passing yards, 24 TDs, 9 INTs, man. I'm liking that. I ain't going to lie about that. And they have several P4 transfers that are expected to make an immediate roster boost for the program. And they got a veteran core anchored by returning defensive linemen and some linebackers and some safeties on that Hawaii defense, to make that defense even more stronger. So I'm going to go with Hawaii on this one just because I like the offensive impact. But I will say it kind of concerns me because their top wide receiver is going to miss a lot of the season because he had a pre-existing injury from last year. But I'm going to rock with Hawaii, man. Now, how much Hawaii wins by might be another 3-point victory. Or if they get that offense running, they might win by 7, might win by 14. But I'm going to go with Hawaii, man. I'm going to rock out with them boys. What, any more takes on Hawaii versus Stanford?
Man, Stanford gonna start off 0-2.
I was about to say I like that quarterback out of Hawaii, man. I seen that youngin spinning that ball and that
he throw it.
You ain't lying to that quarterback. He nice. And when I actually watched the game, you feel me? Like I was like, man, this guy look kind of small. You feel me? But he was slinging that rock.
Yeah, he was. The Rainbow Warriors, bruh.
And my boy Galvin in the chat say, man, Hawaii by a touchdown. Basically saying team lost very little starters. Which if that's the case, that means they got a lot of continuity.
And Stanford,
yeah, I feel like Stanford got work.
They didn't. They only kept 8 starters back combined on offense and defense. So I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I heard Stanford got a lot of people that left their program. And then the reason why it's hard for Stanford to get talent is because they're academics. Like they don't care how good you is at sports. If you don't qualify academically to get into their program, you're not coming. They don't care how much of a 5-star you are. Right. You're not coming if you're not smart enough. You don't got the brains. So it might be tough, man. I want to give Stanford some credit because they're in the ACC, but honestly, they making the ACC look better than it already is, man, which is sad.
Yep.
And shoot, I got one more game I want to talk about specifically. Nah, we can probably get into a little bit of the other games, just go over briefly, but another game that I got for us to talk about though is one of the, the G6 world, you feel me? And I feel like it's gonna be an interesting G6 game, man. We got UNLV versus Memphis, man. Memphis going to Las Vegas, man. They got UNLV a 4.5-point favorite. The game is at 10 o'clock Eastern time, so this is a late one. So how y'all feeling about this game, man? I feel like this is an interesting one, man, especially with the new head coach that Memphis got.
It-
Nah, what's his name again? What's the coach's name at Memphis?
Charles Huff.
Charles. Oh yeah, he came from over at
He came from
Kennesaw
Southern
or
Miss
somewhere,
and
right? Oh,
Marshall.
Southern. Okay, Southern Miss. Okay, I got the black and yellow mixed up. Okay, all right. So yeah, I like Charles Huff. And look, I like him and what he got going on down there. But sometimes it's crazy because sometimes I'm biased towards how a new coach and a new coaching staff can be the difference in the game. But I think when you're going up against a veteran head coach like Dan Mullen, that
Yeah.
changes the conversation, yo. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you want to think about Mullen, bro, as a recruiter or a head coach, the dude knows offense, bro. Like,
Yeah.
didn't he coached some good quarterbacks, bro? Right? So
I
my
can't knock
quick
you on that one,
research,
Chubb.
huh?
I said I can't knock you on that, Chubb. You spitting
Right.
facts right now.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he got what? Alex Smith, Tim Tebow, Dak underneath his belt. I'm missing another one. I think it's he was a backup down in Tampa Bay, Trask or something. And
Oh,
but
okay, yeah. Kyle Trask, I think that's his name.
yeah, okay, yeah. So I think like when you looking at the way he works with his QBs, but I do think that Memphis got some solid thing going on. I think this could be a close game. So like I don't know. I think it's come down to like which one do you trust more? And then like if this came down to like a one possession game, like who do we trust more to pull it off? And I think I'm leaning more towards UNLV and Dan Mullen to get this, man. University of Nevada, Las Vegas, Rebels.
That
Nah, that's
real, Chubb.
my biggest question with Memphis is who's they starting QB. They got Air Nolan and then Marcus. What's the name? Hold on,
Marcus
Stokes.
Stokes.
Yep, he
I'm
came
liking
from
that boy,
some
Marcus
some.
Stokes.
Yeah, they say he's looking good in practice. He's
From
a
West Florida. I think that's one of the top female D3 schools in the state of Florida. Like them boys win a lot of games. They put a lot of good talent in D1 football because they get poached. They one of them programs that get poached, man. What you saying, Dusty?
so it really my like I don't know. I feel like Air Nolan is also competing well. They say in there, so it's really a flip of a coin. They talking about they won't announce it or till game day or whatever. So nobody's really gonna know what their QB situation is until then. But UNLV, they came off the last 2 years with double-digit wins.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
Memphis
Dirty
did it.
Dan.
Memphis did it 2 years ago, but they coming off a little bit more constantly, like more continuously. I'm gonna have to get at the UNLV. What's the margin on it?
I think they got UNLV, 4.5-point favorite.
I see. I mean, I could see it being a 4.5 point. Let me
It's
go
gonna
over.
be a high scoring game, dog.
Let me go over just but like 5-6 points.
5-6. Got them going over.
Yeah. I mean, UNLV, man, they got it rolling down there. And they home. I just don't think the QB situation they got. If it's Air Nolan, I feel like they're gonna run a different offense just because he's probably more a little bit on his feet, in my opinion. I don't know how Marcus Stokes is. Personally, I haven't done research on him.
I'm gonna give you some of his stats, Dusty, right now, because he was. But even though this is D3 now, but he was cold. 3,297 passing yards, 30 TDs, 13 picks, and he also had 10 rushing TDs. Now the man was cold at West Florida, but hey, that's D3. You take it up a step of level in competition, so we don't know yet.
But even that though, it's not. At least it's not the biggest jump. Like he's in the SEC, the Big Ten. He might. He's gonna be playing dudes more his style. He just maybe didn't get recruited as much out of high school. Player could be one of the best players in the area, but he didn't get recruited because of where he's at. I don't know.
Lying. Yeah,
or there's too much talent. too much talent around him, so he's just getting looked by. So who knows? But I do personally want to see Aaron Nolan get his shot up there, but it's all right. Like I'm cool either way. But I do think Memphis, if they are gonna win, they better air it out a decent amount or depend on that run game all game long, like consistently up the A gap, but tire them guys out. So by the time you in the third, fourth quarter, they're gassed. So that's what I got. But I definitely got UNLV by 5, probably 5 or 6.
How we feeling, Brady?
So UNLV is only returning 7 starters between offense and defense. But on the other side, Memphis is going through a coaching change and only returning 1 starter from offense and defense, and that is an offensive lineman. So they're replacing the whole offensive line, the whole defensive line, secondary, linebackers, running backs, everything. So
that's thing.
that's going to be a killer for Memphis. I know I was trying to do stuff on my phone. My boy got diagnosed with mono today, so
nah, you good, my boy.
Oh, bro, that's crazy.
So I don't know if y'all were talking about the quarterback situation. I heard y'all talking about the quarterback situation, but I did see earlier on X that Marcus Stokes did win the starting position for Memphis.
Like that.
So
surprised they announced that early. I thought they was waiting until last minute.
Yeah, I literally saw it like 30 minutes before the show. But with the consecutive wins that UNLV has in the G5, and they also made a push last year at the beginning of the season and getting in talks to have that 12th seed in the playoffs last year. And they went on a little rut. But with this coaching change and only returning 1 starter, and they're playing at home, I got to give this game to UNLV, man. And with a coaching change like that, I could see this game being UNLV by at least 10. I could see it, but Memphis, who knows? They got track stars on the outside, so
yeah, they got some
you
fast
never
wide
know
receivers.
you never know if UNLV's defense is going to be able to keep up with the wideouts. So, but I'm going to give this game to UNLV just because of the coaching change and only giving 1 starter back. You can't overlook just 1 starter coming back.
What was the stats for Marcus?
3,297 passing yards, 30 TDs, 13 INTs, and 10 rushing TDs.
Listen, hey, he has a big game ahead of him, man.
Yeah,
he beat out Aaron Nolan for that spot already. Okay, let me see what you got.
He's a little nice, Dust.
Yeah.
I can't take it from him, man.
Let me see what you got, brother. Let me see.
Charles Huff's is a bad man. He a bad coach. Like, he a good coach. Like, that's a bad man now. Like, I don't want to take that away and say like that's why I picked them on. I just, Memphis, they going through rebuild. They I know that's a new team, but they messed me up last year when they dropped that game to UAB. They had no business losing to UAB last season. But Huff gonna bring a different mentality down there. But I think I like a little, like I said, I think I like a little bit more what Dan Mullen and those guys got going on, man, over there at UNLV. So, but yeah, Charles Huff is a great coach. If I'm not mistaken, Southern Miss, didn't they played, who played in the was it Kennesaw? I think it was Kennesaw and Jacksonville State that played in their conference championship. The wherever conference.
Was it was it Jacksonville?
Yeah, I think Southern Miss had 7 wins last season. But the year prior, when he was at Marshall, Charles Huff, he had a 10-win season. And in 2022, he also beat Notre Dame, aka Notre Dame. So I gotta give him credit. I gotta give him credit for that. Smacking up some Irish leprechauns,
And he coached one of the best defensive linemen in college football that year too. Had 17.5 sacks. Went to the Ravens.
Yeah, Charles Huff, he a 39-25 career head coach in 6 years. You feel him? So he's a good coach, but it's hard for me just to honor look Dan Mullen, man. I feel like the Gators, they made a mistake when they fired Dan Mullen. If you ask me, they was mad at the man because he didn't want to recruit, but now he winning at UNLV, and he's probably listen. Lincoln Riley, if you keep slipping up, you got him that's probably gonna get your job. And if Tony Elliott do a good job, they got some coaches to look at, especially if Dan Mullen get this UNLV team to the playoffs. Now, y'all know how I feel about G16 making it to the playoffs. I don't feel like they're gonna make no noise, but you gotta give a coaches credit when they do a good job with teams of this nature. Dan Mullen coming off a 10-4 season in 2025. They got high expectations, you feel me, to be the representative of the G6 in the playoffs. And they got 5 players right now that was preseason all Mountain West honors and lead conference with over 6,200 offensive yards in 2025. And they got their explosive running back, Jaden the Jet Thomas, returning with 1,336 rushing yards and 12 rushing TDs for 7 yards per carry. That's just gangster. I can't deny that. My only concern with UNLV, they haven't picked the quarterback, and I'm hearing Dan Mullen planning on running a 2-quarterback system with Jackson Arnold and the transfer quarterback from Michigan, Alex Orji. However you say his name. I probably mess his name up all wrong too. These names gonna drown me. These young men have hard names, but I feel like he definitely got to pick a quarterback, man, because I feel like that's going to mess up their rhythm and the flow of the offense if you don't pick one particular QB. But I feel like UNLV has too much for Memphis, man. Memphis, it's pretty promising. I would have to see a little bit more. I would have to see how, Coach Charles Huff, bringing his system, implementing his system in there and getting them boys running. But they do have a fast-paced offense similar to Tennessee and Auburn with those speedy wide receivers that they brought in. So y'all got any other, things on this game, man? I'm going to pick UNLV, which y'all got also, man. So I see for the first, group of games that we picked, first game, everybody picked TCU for the most part. Then I think I'm the only one that picked Virginia, you feel me, between Virginia, North Carolina State. And then most of us picked Hawaii except Brady. Brady had Stanford on that one. I ain't mad at that. And right now, everybody got UNLV.
Yeah, I might have to say that, but I'm not surprised if Memphis comes out with some crazy game plan and wins this game. I'm not gonna be surprised.
I think it's gonna be high scoring, Dusty.
I'm not gonna I think they do have a chance. Now, high scoring. What do you mean high scoring? Are we talking about 30s to 30s?
Might be in the 40s, Dusty, man. I don't trust the defenses in this game. I don't trust neither defense on neither side.
Okay. I was thinking low 30s, but I see we're at the high 40s. Now, will a team give up and be down 21 at some point and won't be able to come back is another question.
Yeah, that's possible.
So I mean, but I do think if Memphis comes out strong and gets a lead early and they can play that shootout game, then I do think they have a strong chance. But Nevada got it. Or Nevada.
University at Nevada, Las Vegas.
Rebel. There it is.
How you feeling, Brady?
I'm actually going to go back from my 10 spot. I think UNLV still wins this, and I agree with DP. I think this is because both offenses can really get after it. I'm actually going to give a score prediction on this one. And,
go ahead, do your thing.
I'm going to take UNLV, and I'm going to say 45-42. I'm actually going to be a 3-point ball game.
Talking about shootout.
I think it's going to be a.
Am I taking the over on points on it, Brady?
Did we lose them?
What?
Yeah.
There we go.
Anybody know what's the over?
The over is 56.5 points.
I think we taking the over on.
I think you need to take the over on that one, dog.
We'll see how that
easy bank on that one. That's easy bank right there.
Yeah, I definitely think they're gonna put some points up, man. I ain't gonna cap, man. Just because the offense, that Memphis run and the type of coach that Dan Mullen is, you feel me? I really think they're gonna put some points up on the board. It's hard for me to trust these G5, G6 defenses, man. I gotta get used to saying G6 now because they consider Pac-12 a G6 conference now.
I was about to say that. I
Oh.
was about to say, just because they the Pac-12, do that mean that we look at them like they're power conference, or they still a group of five conference? What you?
They the group of 5 boys right now, man. Until
Yeah,
proven
they-
otherwise.
That's
I
a
do,
fact.
Yeah.
I do like Memphis's running back too, though. He's on his, very like, yeah, he's had like a lot of time. He's on his 5th year in college, so he's gonna go in the draft after this. But he came from Ohio State, Colorado. So when them teams like that want to play, he like that.
Talent hating.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what he does this year. Hopefully, Broom's out. Maybe he has a bigger game than the wide receivers. Who knows? Maybe.
It's possible, you feel me? We got to see what them boys are working with, man. And it's a few other games, you feel me? We pretty much know who's gonna win them other games. You got USC playing San Jose State, man. I think Lincoln Riley, he gonna run up the score on those guys, man. You feel me? So I'm pretty sure we pretty sure gonna agree with that. Then you got old FS Pooh right after an episode of Dawson's Creek on the CW. I don't know why the ACC.
On the CW.
I don't know why
The very first game on the CW. The very first game.
Oh man.
I don't
You
know
know
why
what?
the ACC got us on that channel, man.
Hot take. Give me the Aggies. Florida State.
And Doak Stadium.
Yeah, they
And
playing
Doak.
Doak Campbell, man.
I mean, Florida State lost to Jacksonville State in Doak. So who knows?
Listen, they do got a lot of questions, and now he's talking about Mike Norvell talking about not wanting to release a depth chart or a starting depth chart.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, he don't want to do it for a single game. That brother's scared. He's doing the most against New Mexico
State. Yeah. Like, what are you?
Hey, listen, I got FSU winning, unfortunately, but I am. Let New Mexico come.
Them Aggies, man.
Let New Mexico come up in there and just beat the snot out.
They gonna smack them, Joe. They better.
Yeah,
they supposed to smack
FSU
'em.
about to smack them. They gonna handle that business, bro. You know what I mean?
They better throw the deuce every play. That's all. They better just throw the deuce down there somewhere.
I mean, don't get it twisted. Mr. Tony Sanchez's football team from the New Mexico State Aggies, they gonna come down there to play and try to prove something. You know what I mean? But nah, I don't know. You can't. Yeah, the floor. They about to do them boys so vicious. Like it about to be. Yeah. What's the over on that game right there? What's the over? What they got it like at 60 something?
52.5.
Yeah, see, that's a lie. See, 52.5. I might go ahead. I might want to take that one too. Shoot. I don't know. They sleeping on there.
They got
that.
FSU as a minus 30.5.
Yeah, right. Exactly. They a 30-point favorite in that game. They ain't got no business losing.
That's a huge favor coming from a team that did not do that well.
That'll be the upset of the year. If New Mexico State beat them.
Go ahead, Joe.
No, I was just saying, if New Mexico State pulled that one off, man, that'd be the upset of the year. Period, point blank. I don't care what else happened in the college football season. That'll be it right there.
Yeah, because I feel like Diego Pavia, he long removed from New Mexico State, man. They shouldn't have enough to beat old FS Pool, man. FS Pool, they should go out there at least win. But hey, you never know, man. Mike Norvell might be saying, "Hey, cut the check. I'm ready to go on vacation, man. Cut the check."
He's a walking dead man. He's a walking dead man around campus.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, if New Mexico State comes to Doak and beats Florida State, but I don't care if they win by 3. I'm talking so much shit to Florida State fans. It's not even funny.
I'm right with you there, baby.
They've been talking all season about Miami, whether it's Florida fans or Florida State fans. They've been talking so much about Miami. If Florida State loses to New Mexico State, I am trash talking all these people on Twitter.
You gotta
What
keep him
up,
going. He gonna be at
Carlito's
work lunch, just typing away.
What up, Carlito?
Oh yeah. Oh
He
yeah.
gonna get home typing away to FSU. He gonna be on them all day. I'm gonna be the same way. Yo.
Always
That boy
step up in the
Carlito's
cupcake
way said
games.
them boy be playing ICDC college, man. I know that's right.
Now, if that team goes in there and gives them a run for their money,
Yeah.
FSU got to get shut down, cancel the rest of the season, just walk away for the season, regroup,
Nah,
get a
Mike
new coach.
Norvell, yeah, he get fired on the spot. On the spot.
Boy, he is
Man,
not.
Oh,
look,
Mike Norvell isn't gonna be able to get off the field before getting fired.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna have to take the bus home.
I heard they owe this man so much money. They debating if they have a bad season this year, they still might have to keep him, man. 36 M's, 36 M's, they gonna owe him. Hey, what we can do with
They got
36 M's, man? We can do a lot with that. Just sit on the couch.
yeah.
You feel me?
That'll change all of our lives. And then
how much
everybody in the chat.
That's facts.
So
That's facts.
one QB that carried his season like Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, that makes him worth that much.
Here's the thing, Brady. He need to give a shout to his agent. When Alabama fired, well, not fired. When Nick Saban retired, his name was in the hat for the Alabama job, which I didn't think Alabama was gonna hire him, but Florida State must have did. So they went ahead and gave that man an extension. Right then, the next season, he went straight boop by leg. Boop by leg.
Do we think they crack a 7-5 or
Bro, you need to give me
7-5
some of that.
season?
What you eating, dog?
You said what?
You need to give me some of that. What you eating? Because I hear it
Oh,
all in the mic.
Oh, my fault. It ain't nothing but some trail mix.
Oh man.
Y'all think
trail mix.
y'all think FSU goes over at least 7-5?
Let me look at their schedule, dog.
No. No.
Yeah, man.
Deuce Robinson isn't gonna carry you to 7 wins.
And then what the quarterback name is, Aston Daniels. He's not a horrible QB.
He's all
But
right.
it all depends on what that offensive line gonna do for him, man. Because I will to take the chill on no Miami hate. I would say this: Florida State, they have some skilled players. It's really the trenches that's the issue now to this point. They haven't been able to recruit the trenches well at all, none so whatever. Kids do not trust them no more. Like, you basically show who you are, and now they don't know if they're gonna have the same head coach or not. And in the end, they might not want to play for Mike Norvell. True. Before what I see on the schedule, man,
I see 4-8. I see 4-8 at best.
For Florida State.
Yeah. Because you got to think about it. Their schedule's not as bad. They got to play SMU ranked 19. If they win that game, they'll be a higher rank. Alabama ranked number 13. Then they got Virginia, Louisville, Miami, Clemson. Then they get a Boston College, Pittsburgh.
At best, I got 5 and 7 at best.
And then they end the season off with NC State, which I think NC State wins that game, and then they play Florida. So
if they can get to 500 though, finish the season 6 and 6 and make a bowl game, that you might Norvell might just keep his job. But
let's hope.
Hashtag keep Mike.
Keep Mike. Let's keep him around town, man. We like him over here. When we go to their stadium, they treat us very well. The only thing they do is that annoying chant. That kind of get a little annoying, but
man. And we don't rename that the Malahassee now.
That's Malahassee.
Malahassee. No, guys, got any closing remarks, man, before we get up out of here?
No, man. Sacramento State and Eastern Michigan gonna be another good. That's gonna be a goodie, man. Even though those is two, group of five teams. Sacramento State, they moved over to the MAC so they're a West Coast MAC team. You know what I'm saying? And they playing Eastern Michigan. You said what?
The return of the MAC.
Yo, yeah, for sure, no, for sure. And that's gonna be a good one though. So I don't, it's gonna be a good one. I know a lot of people ain't gonna probably be watching. A lot of us will probably watch the highlights and watch the playback on it, but that should be a good one. But because Eastern Michigan with Chris Creighton been building up over there. And I can't pronounce the offensive coordinator's last name, so I'm not even gonna try. But they've been building something nice over there. They got a real nice running back over there at Eastern Michigan. So watch out for your boys. Let's see what his stats look like at the end of the season. Keep eye on them, y'all. Keep eye on them.
Oh yeah, and Chubb, North Dakota State, they in the Mountain West now, man. First year in
Oh
the
yeah.
Division One football, man. They starting off with Jacksonville State, which honestly, I feel like North Dakota State should have been came to a G5 level,
Yeah.
man.
It's about time. That's
They
what
were-
I was just about to say.
They was running the table for a while. Like
Yes.
running the table, man. So
Yeah, they got Jacksonville State, right? They playing Charles
Yeah.
Kelly's team, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I see them winning that. I see them getting their first FBS win.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hold up though. That's gonna be another goodie while we tripping because y'all know Jacksonville State won the I know they ain't in the
Jacksonville
Sun
State
Belt.
competitive. They've been
Sun Belt,
competitive.
yeah.
They was in the
can.
can.
I think.
Yeah, Jack. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But North Dakota State,
They
they got
They in
that.
the CUSA, Troll.
Oh, see, they played the Conference USA. I always I be trying to remember all the conferences, but they played in that championship game last year, and that was his first year coaching, and that defense was tough. So that's gonna be a goodie to watch because we already know that North Dakota State, they situational football, that run game, they physical, and they good at winning close games, but Jacksonville State, they came back, bro. They defense, Charles Kelly woke something up over there. He got some right guys in there, so that'll be another one to keep an eye on. I don't even know. Like, I can't even pick a winner in that game, to be honest. Like, you lean towards North Dakota State, but then again, I seen Jacksonville State play last year, and I know he got some guys coming back. He got, so I'm like, I don't know. It's just a good game to watch. That's all I wanted to say about it.
Yeah,
I ain't want
I
to
ain't
pick.
gonna
I
lie,
just wanted
probably
to,
is
let everybody know about it.
probably is a good game, Chuck, because North Dakota State, they're a very competitive team. And what I will say, for them to be in North Dakota, they know how to recruit. They always find them a quarterback from somewhere that we don't know about. And they have quarterbacks good enough to make the league. Carson Wentz, Trey Lance, you feel me? So they find talent, man. And guess what? Marty Brown from North Dakota State, running back at the U. You feel me? So them boys find talent, man. But you feel me? That's pretty much what we got on, ladies and gentlemen, man. I want my boys to let y'all know where y'all can find them. So y'all shout out y'all stuff, man.
Yes, sir. Brady, aka the Portal Guy. You can find me right here on YouTube at the Underground Canes TV. And then you can find me right there on TikTok, Brady with the cross symbol, U logo, #TDG.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, same thing, man. Like always, you can find me on the TikTok, TDG Dusty, man. Simple and easy, man. I come right up.
On the road to 50K.
On the road to 50K.
All right. There you go. Yeah, hey man, y'all just make sure y'all come tap in with me on Saturday, man. I know a lot of y'all ain't Colorado fans, but come tap in with your boy. Come support your boy, man. 6:45. I got a whole show going on. I'll drop the link for everybody on YouTube Saturday, 6:45. Be there, man. I appreciate everybody. Pray for yourself. Pray for me, because I'm always praying for y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Man. Y'all go find somebody you love, give them a hug and a kiss, man. May the good Lord Jesus Christ bless you all, man. You feel me? It's Go Canes. We got college football this weekend, man. We ready to turn up. Finally got something to watch on TV, because I've been struggling.
Yes, sir.
I don't watch real TV for real. But shout out to y'all, man.